the most amount of foam for the least amount of money. Today, without a foam cannon, without an IK Foam Pro 12, we're gonna put it to the test. Can we foam incredible suds out of a handheld foamer and my favorite wheel and tire cleaner at the House of Rags? It is so amazing. Wheel and tire cleaner from Detail Co. What a great product. We're gonna foam it here in the IK foamer here. So this will be a small foamer. This is the IK Foam Pro 2 Plus. So it's powered by a little handheld compressor. That's how I'm gonna keep all that PSI going. This is for my wheels and tires. Handheld foamer, IK, you can find it on the House of Rags. And then I've got incredible suds, a cap full in here to about 2 liters of water. We're gonna do this handheld foamer on the body. Incredible suds, foam so well, but we don't have a foam can, we don't have a pressure washer, at least for this stage. We don't have an IK Foam Pro 12. What kind of results can we get? And by the way, this paint is littered in bugs, so the front bumper is totally hammered. The side mirror, you can see this big bug and many other small remnants of bugs, and then we go to the windshield, it's just bug city. So we're not gonna use an all-purpose cleaner, we're not gonna use a Decon shampoo, just incredible suds. How well does that do on removing bug guts and pre-treating paint? We're gonna do the foam rinse foam method today, but stay tuned for that. Let's get cleaning on these wheels. Just been loving wheel and tire cleaner from Detail Co. It's extra fun to use extra products here on Nick at Night. You know the drill, Detail Co. Wheel and Tire Cleaner. We're gonna let this dwell, then we're gonna hose it off, and then we'll go ahead and attack the body. But look at the browning getting removed on the tire here, making quick work. I've also noticed, although it doesn't smell like an iron remover, the rotors will be orange or yellow like you get with iron removers sometimes. Of course, that goes away right away, but it's just a sign of a very powerful cleaner here. Again, browning, clinging, you can almost hear it as it attacks the grime. So fascinating to watch this wheel cleaner in action. After that initial foam, we're gonna rinse it off. Now this is Nick at Night. You know we use quick beads on the wheels after every wash, but that Decon shampoo just brought back the beading from quick beads, from those layers of protection. This almost was a touch free, but it's not quite because there is dirt still on those wheels, but it gives you a sense of just how powerful this is. It's why I love it on wheels, especially on Nick at Night. Okay, this tire cleaner absolutely rips. You saw how brown it was with everything coming off these tires and the wheel. I just about did a touchless wash, getting my 25-degree nozzle right up to the wheel face, almost trying to do that agitation without any agitation. We'll still do a quick wipe down with the brush, but yeah, love this product on wheels. So I've been using this a lot at 10-to-1. I just ran out. So after we rinse this off the wheels on the other side, we're just gonna go all incredible suds and then wheels and paint. Okay, now we're gonna try this battery-powered foamer I got from a company in China. We like to try different products here on Nick at Night. Most of the products though will be below. You can use promo code Nick at Night, that's one word, Nick at Night, for 10% off. It's getting humid in here, it's getting hot. We're gonna test out this foamer with incredible suds, 1 ounce to 2 liters. Let's check it out. That's not bad foam for not having to carry an inflator in my hand, not having to do any pumping. It's not as good as it would be in the IK, but I don't know. Like I said, we try out different products here. You guys know Incredible Suds has incredible suds. We just don't have a foam cannon, and this'll do, this'll do. And when I say this'll do, like look at all this traffic film. Some of this won't go off in this first foam rinse, but the grit, you know, the stuff that, you know, just think of grit, like sand, boulders, like whatever minuscule things could be grit. We want to emulsify them. And actually that foam looks great. So we want to, I think I was just impatient, I was going too fast. We want to emulsify them with the Incredible Suds. Then we'll rinse this off. Then we'll apply Incredible Suds again, so we'll have the lubrication on that last step. But this is just about emulsifying the grit and removing it safely instead of just wiping it in. So actually something may have changed with my angle there, going down versus up. But that foam looks great. So let's do the whole car, the whole Jeep, and then we'll go for a rinse. I mean, does anything beat the Foam Pro 12? Like, let's be honest, you know, the big boy, 120 ounces of water, 8 ounces of all clean, smidge of Incredible Suds, right? That's how we pre-treat wheels and tires. You could easily do that here if it was a really nasty vehicle, or you could just do Incredible Suds. This is an interesting experiment. And don't take this as robust criticism. You just have to work very slowly. And if you work slowly and in small areas, the foaming can work really good. Like we want to do one more coat here on the bug guts, no big deal. So this is kind of proof that a proper tool can actually make you more efficient, because this is taking a long time. Now, if you're in direct sunlight, as I get myself defoamed here, it's not a big deal if it dries. Do I want it to dry? No, but it's not a big deal. It can dry and you can rinse. I like the fact that I don't have sun, so I can let this dwell for a long time. But now is the time to rinse. You guys gotta see how Incredible Suds is just ripping through dirt right now. So this is just Incredible Suds in the first rinse. Look at that, the water beating is back, the water behavior is back, and the dirt is all gone. Incredible stuff from Incredible Suds. So the truth is, I would much prefer a foam cannon. This was pretty tedious work to foam all this on, but it is doable and the results are phenomenal. So whatever your budget can afford, I would do that. Saving the front bumper till absolute last for the most possible dwell time with Incredible Suds versus the bug guts. We want to let dwell time be our friend here. Okay, take a look at this. The bugs are there. Incredible Suds has just about dried. It's done its work. Now you can see it dwelling a little bit there on the bumper. We're gonna see, can you let it dwell? Can you let it dry? Can it get bug guts? I mean, it's just shampoo. It's not an all-purpose cleaner. What's gonna happen? Let's watch. It's worth noting this is a 2015 Wrangler, and there's etching on this front bumper, I think it's plastic, that from bug guts from the previous owner that just doesn't come out. So there's a sense of like, this is how far we can take it. In some of that ghosting you see, it's just etched bug guts from years and years of using the Jeep and probably not washing it that much. Now it's been less than a week that these bug guts have been on here, and that's why they were able to rinse away. I also use ceramic protection on my vehicle. The point here is, if you get bug guts off quickly and you use a good chemical like Incredible Suds, it's no big deal. But when they stay there for a long time and they just etch the clear coat, that's when you get the problem, is when you leave the bug guts for too long. So even a coated car does require maintenance. Even though it's a rugged outdoor vehicle, this is paint just like the paint is on so many other vehicles out there. It needs to be maintained. If you have bug guts on there, don't let them sit too long or they will permanently etch your paint. Okay, now we're gonna foam one more time before the contact wash. All right, I just went inside for a second. I was feeling a little tired, had to get a little snack. Granola bar later, and we're back. Incredible Suds is basically dried on this paint. Am I worried? No, not at all. Perfectly safe brush, Incredible Suds in my bucket. Who doesn't love a foam volcano, right? All right, now we're splishing, now we're splashing. I don't see many bug guts left on the paint, folks. Perfectly safe brush and Incredible Suds did a heck of a lot of work for us. Dipping the Perfectly Safe brush in my bucket after every panel. Just making sure I got this all the way sudsed up the first time. I know I already washed it, I'm aware. Right now I'm just gonna kind of YOLO this. So we foamed, we rinsed, we foamed again, we rinsed. Everything's dried. I do have wheel and tire shampoo or wheel and tire cleaner from Detail Co. in my bucket. So I'm just gonna trust that it's gonna interact with whatever's on the wheel still, because there's probably still some incredible suds there. Reactivate it. We're not scratching anything, it's just clean. Wheel and body brush from DIY Detail that we get the face of the tire. And then we'll do the barrels with the wheelbarrow brush, starting from midnight, turning my barrel brush 180 degrees, redunking it back in the bucket, and then, you know, every barrel is gonna be a little different, but just kind of working it in there. And by the way, wheel and body brush, wheelbarrow brush, you know where to find it, thehouseofrags.com. Promo code NICK@NIGHT to save 10% off your order. I was about to rinse off and then I realized this is where decontamination comes in. One spray of iron remover on my decontamination towel, one on the paint. I've still got my incredible suds on there as a bed of lubrication. If I want to foam a little bit more on there, I certainly can, and it will probably give me more lubrication and more safety. So I kind of feel like, depending on where I'm at on the vehicle, I should, but no pressure here. So these above surface contaminants that get stuck to your paint, they don't come off in the regular wash process. So decontaminating, just for how nasty everything was here, seems to be the move. There's just a couple of stuck on bug guts that by working ever so slowly, with no pressure, letting the incredible suds, letting the iron remover work in my favor. Every time I've done 4 panels, I do one side of my quad fold towel per panel. So I've done 4 panels, I redunk it in my wash bucket of incredible suds, plucking off whatever just didn't want to come off in the wash. And this is something you can do once a quarter, once a month, or in the case of the windshield, you know, maybe once a wash, really. No need to decon your paint every wash, that's just silly. But I don't know, once a month, just a light decon with the decon towel. When you use our proper principles here, which is tons of lubrication, you foam, rinse, foamed, you're using a clean side of the towel per panel. You've still got lubrication on the panel, right? If you need more, you can either foam it or grab the perfectly safe brush, nice and sudsed up. And then you've got more lubrication on the panel. Then it's one spray of iron remover, boom, one on the panel. And that is just great lubrication right there. So there's lots of ways to do this. With this towel, it's not about pressure. It's about another word starts with P, and that is patience. Patience. One spray, one spray. You may have to go back and forth with no pressure 20 times, but don't try to make it 3 times with pressure. That's where you risk marring the paint. Okay, we've washed, we've decontaminated. Now it's time to do that final rinse. Let's get this dry, let's put some tire shine on it. Let's call it a day. Sometimes there are these weird things that like the decontamination towel makes good work of, but I'm gonna try tree sap remover from DIY Detail. It's just a great solvent. Just a great solvent, and like, I just wanna give it some dwell time and see if I come in with a level 1. Is that the thing to remove this? Because it's at such a weird angle. Or, I know that sounds scary. Or, oh, see how quickly that made work of that? So that might have been tree sap, guys. That's amazing. I just love tree sap remover. It's like when I have like these mystery things on the paint, it might be as obvious as, oh, I parked under a tree. Like, I know that's tree sap. Or you just haven't washed your vehicle in a while, like me. And now it's totally gone. Holy crap, guys. Tree sap remover. I don't have to sit there at an awkward angle with the clay towel. You can get it all at thehouseofrags.com. What a great product. Comes in clutch so many times when you're expecting it least. So easy to see where you've been with water spot remover. Just did a quick dousing of the paint with the water spot remover. Now an incredible suds dampened towel. Agitating it lightly in. We want to remove any minerals. A mineral cleanse, let's get rid of the minerals on the paint. It's so easy, and it really is how you fully decontaminate the paint. That water spot remover, is it really a decon? Just go ahead and rinse this out underwater because of the lactic acid. Once you've done that, you can put it in your pile of towels and launder as usual. Let's watch some water behavior, shall we? The beading is basically back. Up next, a slept-on product, I think, C6 Ceramics Mist. It's a drying aid meant for coated cars, adds a lot of gloss, a little bit of protection, not much, but really underrated. We don't talk about it often enough. Great drying aid on paint. Because I'm in a controlled environment, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. At least, I could do the whole body of the vehicle, but I can be a little unorganized sometimes, and I don't want a ceramic product drying on me. I have the DIY Detail drying blanket. I've already sprayed my sprays. I like to get it a little primed on glass first. A primed drying blanket, phew, chef's kiss. Just a fantastic way to soak up what's left on the surface. It's safe, you've got that drying aid that also makes it very lubricated and safe. Oh my gosh, and that gets so slick, so fast. Drying the glass with ease. Now you can do this method. You can do the Instagram pull method, which is kind of fun. But if I'm not feeling 100% in control, if it's not like a super tiny car, I like to use two hands. 1 to 2 sprays per panel, no need to overdo it. I'll save hard tops or tonneau covers till the end because they can have so much standing water. Mist feels equally at home on glass, on plastic, on paint, yes, and also on wheels. Grabbing a utility towel, using it as a drying aid. You know, I should get a leaf blower out here because there's a lot of dripping water on a Jeep. I don't really feel like it. I'm gonna kind of do the best I can, let it drip for an hour, maybe come back and touch it up. And I'll probably do the tire lotion then. You can do tire lotion on wet trim, on wet tires. I just prefer it on dry. And I'm not going anywhere, so I'm in no rush. I'm just kind of like hanging out in the garage, doing it at my own pace. But you could absolutely either wipe it down first, the face of the tire, and then apply tire lotion, or on a wet tire. Just go for it. Just apply that tire lotion on a wet tire, and then when it dries, see how it looks. If you want another layer, just add another layer with our tire lotion and our tire shine brush. I talked a big game, let me show you how it's done. Wet tires, tire dressing, tire shine brush. Let's go. Okay, wet tire, tire shine brush. Just coloring in the lines. And while I'm here, you can obviously do the trim as well. That gives it a nice pop. Probably should have dried this trim first. That's a little too wet. So I think I'll wait with the wet tire shine brush to do the tires on that side, but you get the idea. I should have dried the trim first. Still, it gives it a nice pop. I can do the back of this area and the wheels. And the trim is just gonna look very nice. So I'm gonna knock this down. But that blends the tire lotion in very nicely. This will last a couple of washes. Tire lotion on your trim. Just a win-win. So I'm gonna dry off the trim first, then put a couple sprays of tire lotion there on my tire shine brush. The brush is still kind of wet, not gonna lie, so I'll just knock that down. Okay, dry brush, better idea. But still, if I do a little of this, yeah, now it's laying on a good, thick, even layer. And there it is. That's how you make a Jeep pop. Did I love those little foamers? No. Did I hate them? No. Shiny Jeep status achieved. Subscribe to the channel, hype this video, let's go. Happy detailing. Get right in there and just color that in so that it looks nice and uniform. Otherwise, look at this. Still gotta dry over there, do the tires, but a fun little decon wash. in the summer.